Jammed his finger, got a good report. I don't think it's
look worse than it was.
Yeah, well, I think he dislocated it, jammed it, but it's fine.
Is that the kind of thing you just pop back in?
Yeah, I think they'll, put him in a cast, splint, and I expect him to practice tomorrow.
What about the Barton?
Barton's going to be questionable this week. We'll see what he can do in the course of this week.
What happened with him?
He's got a sprained knee. It's nothing major. He doesn't have much. See how
that happened tonight?
No, it happened in the game.
Oh, okay. You mixed in Forbes a little bit tonight.
Yeah. Started feeling better and got some reps. So we'll continue to progress him a little bit more day by day. We're not going to just throw him into the fire yet. So we'll see.
You won't do that capital or push?
Yeah, I mean he's 6 weeks behind practice.
But it's more day to day at this point in the season. No change among those other guys. McCain still wasn't able to practice yet?
Yeah, McCain did not practice. We'll see kind of what he does as he progresses. I would kind of put him in the same classification probably as Barton. So we'll see how it plays out.
Looks like he should be ready to go.
Yeah, I think Lawler will be back. Harper will be back. Blasco should be back. Cheek's starting to get back off his hamstring. I would expect Lowe to be back. He was hobbled a little bit today, but I would expect him to be back. So, we'll see.
Is Jalil's knee not responding well still?
Yeah, still not responding well. We'll kind of see how that plays out with him.
Does he need to get an MRI?
We're just kind of waiting. His deal is more just pain, so just pain issues more than anything else.
With Cheek, is it too early for him to help you out in the secondary because he missed so much time?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see as he progresses back. Where he is. But I would say it probably is at this point. But we'll see how he responds.
You sound like you were pretty happy with practice tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Thought it was spirited. Thought it was. Thought our guys competed harder tonight. It was good. We got after him after the game a little bit. Got after him again today, and just still trying to teach them what our expectations are in terms of the way that they prepare and the way they play. And there's good teaching for us. I mean, that's our job is to educate them and tell them what our level of expectations are. And so I think we'll continue to practice better and better. We're young and we're learning, and I think in some ways we're, certainly I'm reevaluating where I thought we were probably and where we really are. And so, we're treating some things maybe a little different, which is good. I mean, I think we've got to continue to push our guys and demand and do everything right.
When you say that, are you referring to not being as far along as you expected?
Yeah, I think so in some ways. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a team where we picked things up really quickly and we felt pretty good about where we were. And I think sometimes we've had some guys go down in some positions where we couldn't afford guys to go down. So I think it's put a little bit of a strain on us, and now we've got to have the other guys step up and pick it up. And again, that's our job as coaches to bring them along and to get them where they give us an opportunity to go out and win. Because our schedule's not getting any easier, and so we've got to raise our level of play.
Did Rogers earn his starting spot back yet at the slot?
We'll kind of evaluate him this week in practice and see how it plays out. He certainly played better. Thought he played harder. Thought he competed better. Thought he played more physical. So still's got to continue to work.
And the other slot position is really open competition too between Bruza and Powell.
Yeah, and when Poe gets back, he'll factor in there. I mean, he'll be back, I would think, tomorrow as well, and we'll see. We'll kind of see how they compete this week. See who we think deserves to start.
What was Powell's issue today?
Got an ankle.
Is Gibson at the point where, obviously he's with the ones, so he sees some good stuff, but is he at the point where you can see him starting on Saturday potentially?
Yeah, potentially, based on where we are health-wise. We'll see. I mean, there's going to be some there'll be some competition for those spots right now based on guys being healthy. I mean, DeMaurier was out today as well, and so would expect him to be back tomorrow in practice, but and progressing through the week.
What's his deal?
It just got, kind of hit Saturday, and they held him out. And today, like I said, I would expect him to be back, progressing through the week.
More of a hesitant here.
Jared's been obviously very good for you. How concerned are you that there's an awful lot of pressure on him, given the fact that you're not running the ball as well as you want, given the fact your defense isn't doing what you need?
Yeah, there's some pressure. Yeah, I mean, I think you never know how the games are going to play out. I think coming in, we anticipate being able to run the ball better. I think we've been surprised that we haven't run it better, and we need to run it better. And I think we will.
Are you concerned with how that impacts him, and that he's the one thing that's working right now?
Yeah, I think
it's almost not realistic.
Yeah, I think ordinarily you would be, but he's handled it pretty well, up to this point, and really has made very few bad decisions, and I think I don't think he feels like he has to go out and win the game for us at that position.
That would be what you'd be afraid of him.
Yeah, I think so. Exactly. I don't think you want him to do that as a young player, and so we've got to continue to get better running the football and press the run and make sure we do a good job of running it. I think we will. I think that's going to be an area that improves for us.
Defensively, do you think those guys are losing confidence at all, or are they so young that they're still learning?
Well, there's just so many moving pieces right now. We just got to get settled. I think once we get settled, and can have some consistent guys. It's like anything. I think that they've just got to have some success, and once that happens, then they start to believe in each other and what we're doing.
Is it important for those guys not to be looking over their shoulder, wondering when those other guys are going to walk in the door?
What happened too was we had some guys, especially early in the ball game, that we got beat on a vertical route early, and then all of a sudden, our guys weren't responding. They're afraid to make a mistake, and instead of filling on a lot of the run stuff where we needed them to fill, they're double checking and making sure that someone's not running through the middle of the field. And so those are things that guys can't do. They got to understand if they make a mistake that they've got to continue to do their job, play their assignment, and keep doing what they're supposed to do.
They also have to understand that Scarlett's not going to be available maybe for a while. Right? You're missing some key guys that aren't going to show up and make this better.
Yeah,
they're going to have to do it themselves.
Potentially, yeah. And I think like you said, there's probably been some of that. Waiting to get somebody healthy, and right now, they've got to go out and do it themselves.
Despite the injuries, are you a little concerned about and surprised about the amount of big plays given up, especially not playing riskier ball?
Definitely. Yeah, we haven't blitzed much. I mean, we've just given up. We've given up a couple of vertical routes, switch routes. And then most of the stuff really has been in the run game.
Edge containment.
Where we've missed open field tackles and just haven't done a very good job tackling and haven't stayed very gap sound. And so that's, we've played some teams that will expose that if you're not. And, and anytime you have a running quarterback like we faced last week and we anticipated facing in week one, then, it puts a lot of pressure on you and to be gap sound. And obviously we're going to face that this week. And so, we've got to continue to improve.
Does it even matter which quarterback they play?
Well, I mean, sure it does. I mean, Braxton Miller's a pretty special player. Backup's a good player as well. But, Braxton Miller's, the guys like him that come around all the time. Okay.
All right, thanks.